I started FAM in 1991, about a year after my brother was arrested for growing marijuana. He was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison, and at the time I had no idea that mandatory sentences existed. I didn't know what he was going to be up against when he got arrested. It was really the idea that the courts no longer get to decide what the appropriate sentence is that launched me on my crusade to change mandatory sentencing laws. Mandatory minimums have existed for about 200 years in this country, and if you look at the history of mandatory minimums, they read like the crime du jour. So you can see piracy in the 1790s and horse thievery in the 1800s and, robbing banks in 1934 after Bonnie and Clyde. So, I mean, it was all, whatever the crime is, Congress has responded by passing a mandatory minimum sentence, thinking that would somehow deter the next person from doing it. Our job really is to put a human face on the policies that are otherwise pretty abstract and dry. But when you see a person who's in prison for 15 or 20 years for a nonviolent drug offense, and you talk to their mother, or you interview their child, and you talk to them if you can, it's very powerful. And it says, what are we doing? What are we doing putting people in prison for so long? We need to sort of adjust our thinking again to remind ourselves how much time even 1 year is in someone's life. I think that as a nation, that's, turning the ship around is going to take some time, but we have to start doing it.